Hello students, welcome to this session. In this session, we are going to study regarding algae, protozoa and viruses. Under your NCERT science book, chapter 2nd. This chapter pertains to microorganisms. In this chapter, in last session, we have already discussed regarding bacteria and fungi. In this session, we are going to discuss algae, protozoans and viruses respectively. Algae are those type of microorganisms which are autotrophs. In the case of bacteria and fungi, we have seen that bacteria belongs to animal kingdom and they are heterotrophs, and most of the bacteria are parasites and they cause various type of diseases in human beings as well as in animals and plants also. And regarding fungi, we have seen that most of the fungi are also heterotrophic, and type in heterotrophs is saprophytes. Most of the fungi are saprophytes. They lack chlorophyll and they absorb nourishment from dead and decaying materials. Now we will discuss body structure, shape and size and mode of nutrition in the case of algae. Algae are also microscopic. Most of the algae are microscopic. Just you see this diagram. This is diagram of one of the member of algal group. This is Chlamydomonas. Chlamydomonas are single-celled alga, and it possesses a big cup-shaped chloroplast. This is the chloroplast. As they possess chloroplast, it is quite clear that they are capable to perform the photosynthesis. So here students, you should know that all the alga, all the members of algal groups are capable to perform the photosynthesis. That means they prepare their own food by the process of photosynthesis. So they are autotrophs. As they possess chloroplast, and in chloroplast there are found chlorophyll. You know the chlorophyll is the pigment which is essential for the photosynthesis. Here you see this diagram of the Chlamydomonas. Just I told you that Chlamydomonas are single celled and contains a big chloroplast. Here in chloroplast, chlorophylls are found. And these are the two flagella. And with the help of flagella, they do locomotion. Flagella help the Chlamydomonas in locomotion. And all the algae belongs to plant kingdom because they contain features. They have characteristics which are similar to the member of the plant groups. Now we will see we will discuss regarding Spirogyra. Spirogyra is another example of algae. It consists of filamentous cells. That means the body of the Spirogyra is filament-like structure, and it contains number of cytoplasmic strands. Ribbon-shaped. These are the ribbon-shaped cytoplasmic strand. Cytoplasmic ribbon-shaped band or strips. On these cytoplasmic strands, there are number of chloroplasts, and in chloroplast, chlorophylls are formed. So, Spirogyra, as just I told you, that all the members of the algal groups are capable to perform photosynthesis because they contain chlorophylls. So, Spirogyra also perform photosynthesis and they are autotrophs. Certainly you have seen in certain pond and ditches, certain green layers are floating on the water. Those layers on the water, particularly in stagnant water, like pond water and ditch water, certain green layers are formed. Those green layers are due to the presence of Spirogyra in great number. As the Spirogyra are also microscopic, but when they are present in large number, the water of the pond becomes green, bright green. Actually, their body color is bright green due to the presence of the chloroplast. And these are the vacuoles. Large vacuoles are found in Spirogyra body. And due to the presence of number of vacuoles, the cytoplasm get the shape of ribbon-shaped band. These are the overall description regarding algae. Now we'll discuss regarding protozoans. Protozoa belongs to the animal kingdom, and because their characteristics resembles to the animal, so they are kept in animal group. Here Amoeba, Paramecium are the examples of protozoa. Just you see the body structure, this figure diagram of the amoeba. Amoeba body is one-celled. That means amoeba are unicellular, as well as the Paramecium are also unicellular. Most of the protozoans are microscopic and unicellular. That means their body are made up of one cell. Here the body, one cell body of the amoeba represents the animal cell, because it consists well-defined nucleus and also membrane-bound certain cell organelles. In the case of bacteria, you have studied that cell of the bacteria, the body of the bacteria are prokaryotes, because they do not have well-defined membrane-bound nucleus as well as other cell organelles. But in protozoa, there are membrane-bound cell organelles as well as a distinct and well-defined nucleus in their cell, in their one cell body. This is the nucleus. This is the nucleus, well-defined nucleus. So they are eukaryotes. Eukaryotes means the organisms are having well-defined nucleus as well as the membrane, other जो है कि membrane bound cell organelles. Amoeba perform all the vital functions, biological functions with the help of their single cell body. These projections, finger-like projections, are called pseudopodia. You note down. Pseudopodium. Singular is the pseudopodium and plural is pseudopodia. With the help of pseudopodia, they perform locomotion, nutrition, they catch the food particles, and also performs other biological vital functions like formations of vacuoles and osmoregulation of that is the process by which they maintain the water level in their body. In all these vital functions, the pseudopodia play very important role, and they contain number of vacuoles. Number of vacuoles are found, small vacuoles, not जो है कि large like जो है कि spiral वगैरह. And all the members of protozoans are heterotrophs. Some of the protozoans cause certain type of disease in human beings. Just you should know one important examples of the protozoan, Plasmodium. Just I'm writing here. Plasmodium is one of the protozoa which cause malaria disease in human beings. That means the Plasmodium is that protozoa which cause malaria in human being. That means it is disease causing organisms, microorganisms. So it is pathogen. You note down this term, pathogens. There may be question in examination, short question. What do you mean by pathogens? Just you note down, pathogens are those microorganisms which cause certain type of the disease. In other words, you may tell disease causing microorganisms are called as pathogens. Clear? This is Paramecium, another examples of protozoa. Now we will discuss the viruses. Viruses are the last group of microorganisms which you have to study in this chapter. Viruses are smaller than the smallest bacteria, smallest microorganism in this world. In last session I told you that the size of the smallest bacteria is 0.1 mu. That means the size of the viruses are smaller than 0.1 mu. In that session I told you the value of the mu 10 per power minus 6 is the value of the mu. In meter it is called nanometer or mu, like this. Viruses are smallest microorganism found in this world. Now, very significant characteristics of viruses you should know. Viruses are considered as link between living and non-living being because they only start their life cycle when they enter in certain organism, body of the certain organisms. And another important significant characteristics of viruses is that they perform only reproductions. They do not perform other biological functions like respiration, nutrition, like that, excretion. When they enter in the body of other organisms, they start their life cycle. This is the most important point you should know here. And just after entry in the body of other organisms, they start reproductions rapidly by the process of replicating their DNA rapidly. This is the reason why they start affecting the particular cells of the host in which the organism's body they enter, and cause certain type of serious diseases like cancer. And another important significant characteristics of viruses is that they are also prokaryotes because they have no definite nucleus, no membrane bound organelles. Only certain strain of the DNA is found in their body. Their body is just hexagonal shape. This is the head and this is the middle and tail part. In head part, they contain 1 or 2 strain of the DNA. DNA means, in last session I explained DNA. I told you the full form. Again I am repeating: deoxyribonucleic acid. It is hereditary material, and with the help of DNA, the viruses replicate, increase their number in the cells of host, and a number of diseases they cause. In next session, when we will discuss regarding microorganisms' role as the friends and foe, in that session we will discuss the diseases and some useful roles of the microorganisms, including viruses also. By this way, we concluded the introduction of all the 5 groups of the microorganisms which you have to study in this chapter. In next session, that will be the last session, we will discuss the friends and foe, roles of the microorganisms. That means we will discuss the useful and harmful microorganisms in detail. That will be the final. Okay? You students, please review all the sessions which we have completed on our YouTube channel. Just after the completion of each and every session, our institute upload the videos on the institute's YouTube channel. There you go through those videos to review the sessions which you have taken part, and also जो है कि subscribe our channel. You share those videos to your friends and get benefited, as well as you help the institute in promotion of the YouTube channel. Thank you very much.